Now, Matthew, welcome back yet again.
Thank you. Can't get rid of me.
You've got 2 days on the podcast in a row. You're becoming a bit of a regular feature. And what essential story have you got for us today?
Yeah, it's good to be back again, Josh. Now, yesterday I did say I liked covering environmental stories and often focus on coal. Surprise, surprise, today I have another story about the black stuff, and it's not pretty.
Tell us more.
Well, it looks like China's efforts to improve air quality, bring down air pollution, and even tackle greenhouse gases may be having some deadly side effects. Chinese authorities have been trying to get people to stop using smog-producing raw coal to heat their homes and cook their food, and instead switch to gas-fired or electric heating. However, the switch is not cheap and takes time, so as a stopgap measure, they have insisted people use what's called clean coal. Clean coal gives off little to no smoke, reducing the amount of smog-causing compounds in the air.
So what's the big problem?
So clean coal definitely reduces pollution, but, and this is the important part, it can still emit invisible odourless gases like carbon monoxide that can harm human health and even prove fatal. Between October 25th and November 24th, at least 24 people in Yutian County, which is part of Hebei province's Tangshan city, were struck down with gas poisoning, and 5 of them actually died, according to research by some of my fellow Tianjin journalists. And at a hospital in nearby Qing County, which is under the city of Cangzhou, staff treated 30 patients for carbon monoxide poisoning on the day of November 23rd alone, according to the hospital's official WeChat account.
So China's move to get people to use clean coal is killing people?
So I'm not sure we can say that yet. A lot of the families Caixin spoke to do suspect that clean coal is responsible. But experts disagree on the exact cause of the deaths, and a Yutian government official told Caixin that the police were still investigating them. The problem might not be just the coal itself, but faulty furnaces and piping leaking toxic fumes. And as always when reporting news in China, it might not be that simple. The victims might not be victims of clean coal per se, but of unscrupulous companies. Unlike raw coal, clean coal is processed, which provides opportunities to add cheaper, poor quality industrial products like clay and coal slurry into the mix. There's also the chance that because we're looking at just 1 year's data, the deaths could be a bit of a statistical blip.
So with all of these caveats, and considering that China is such a huge country, not to sound callous, but why have you picked this story about a few questionable deaths as your top story today?
So the reason this story is so important is because the bigger issue is that China wants to reduce pollution, and cutting down on raw coal burning is a big priority. But the story also illustrates just how difficult that is. Switching from one type of energy takes time, requires changes to household infrastructure, exposes problems we might not have noticed before, like poor pipes, and if it goes wrong, it can literally have deadly consequences. Also, alternatives to raw coal are more expensive, as the possible adulteration to the clean coal demonstrates. No one questions that China needs to reduce its use of raw coal, but this story is a microcosm of just how hard that can be.
All right, thank you very much.